What's up, guys? Your boy, 20K13. Going to talk about 7 ways to heat up WWE and John Cena absent. This comes from WhatCulture.com. Following the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, John Cena is reportedly taking time off from WWE. WWE top full-time star has been even more of a workhorse than usual since WrestleMania, battling through a wide variety of opponents all over the card, and suffering a broken nose via Seth Rollins' knee earlier this year. While the nature and extent of his time off is not currently known, his absence will undoubtedly affect WWE programming. It's no secret that WWE ratings have gone into the toilet over the past month, with football routinely taking a major share of the audience. WWE had put in some of their lowest ever ratings, only comparable to 1997 when the company was in deep trouble in their battle with WCW. In that sense, John Cena leaving TV for an extended period could forecast doom in WWE's mind. But there are plenty of avenues to explore which could not only keep the product afloat, but heat it up before Cena's eventual return. We haven't heard if this time off will be the first step in Cena shedding his full-time status, but WWE has the chance to practice for when that day comes. So how can WWE heat up without John Cena? Number 7. Call up Finn Balor. Let's start with calling up NXT champion Finn Balor. Balor has been in NXT for just over a year now, and as the NXT champion, he has proved himself to be a cornerstone of that brand and a potential superstar in the making. At 34 years old, working in developmental can't be the best thing for his future prospects. With a gaping hole Cena departure create on the babyface side, Balor would be a tremendous candidate to fill it. He an exciting new face that could be matched against any heel on the roster, and with his demon character, he could go the cartoon route as well. Balor can't progress in NXT anymore than he already has. His debut will give the creative team a new toy to play with and WWE new merchandise to sell. Conversely, if WWE was concerned about him entering NXT, he could still make appearances like Sasha Banks and Kevin Owens have done, and use him to solidify the next ace of the brand. But fan time has come, and it's time for WWE to call him up. Number 6. Create a feud for John Cena to return to. Following WrestleMania in 1996, Bret Hart went on an extended hiatus from WWE after 12 years of being on television, which is quite similar to Cena's current situation. In his absence, Shawn Michaels reigned as champion following his close victory over Hart, and Stone Cold Steve Austin emerged as a brand new rival for the Hitman. Throughout the summer, Austin repeatedly ripped into Bret verbally, and this kept him alive in the mind of fans while building tremendous anticipation for the eventual match. When Bret returned, he had a ready-made feud to walk into where he didn't have to interrupt the title scene right away. To take this approach, WWE will have to find their own dynamic talker who could rile things up enough to keep it interesting. With the rumor of Dolph Ziggler and John Cena facing off soon, coupled with the Total Diva storyline between Ziggler and Nikki Bella, WWE could unleash Dolph as the heel he meant to be, in promos that are aimed at Cena to lure him into a match. This would set Cena's shot to turn up as he looked to deal with a man who had been running his name into the ground while he was gone. Number 5. Try a new babyface as champion. The Roman Reigns experiment earlier this year just didn't work for a number of factors. Daniel Bryan was the only person people wanted to shift as a top face. WWE, fourth season of Reigns and facing Brock Lesnar, who was nearly impossible to boo, doomed the Samoan star. Since Rollins' title victory, the only man to generate new crowd energy against him was Dean Ambrose. Ambrose is also the man WWE sent to put out the dumpster fire that was Roman Reigns' crowd support following Money in the Bank. A major issue in WWE is there hasn't been a new main event with babyface to get behind since Daniel Bryan. one that checked out with all or most segments of the fan base. Every time Dean Ambrose has been given a shot at the top, he done well. If WWE get Ambrose involved with the title again, they should do something crazy and let him win it. What's the worst that can happen? The ratings going down more than they already are. Furthermore, Kane and Randy Orton have been on TV for many years and aren't exciting enough in those spots to make people care anymore. Having Kane raise the championship like he's a viable champion after beating down Rollins is a joke in 2015. If WWE wants to get people talking, make Ambrose the champion, or at least have him get close to it. Number 4. Sheamus cash in. Like it or not, Sheamus is the Money in the Bank contract holder. His victory was a shock to almost everyone who pegged Roman Reigns as the next holder of the briefcase. Since his achievement, he's been locked in a never-ending feud with Randy Orton, a feud that we all saw 5 years ago. While he doesn't have anywhere near the heat necessary to be champion, he could easily transition the belt to a face and leave the title picture. At this point, Seth Rollins had done as good of a job as he could to do with the horrible booking he had received. However, that booking had created an appetite for change. As evidenced by Sheamus' spoiler cash in as Night of Champions, the crowd would go crazy doing it, regardless of both men being heels. Money in the Bank cash in are always exciting, and even though Sheamus isn't the star WWE thinks he is, the change will be created to capitalize on. Number 3. Create a worthwhile Survivor Series. Last year's Survivor Series was a throwback to the old days, where an awesome 5-on-5 match was a key draw for the show. Team Cena faced off against The Authority, and it featured the debut of Sting. Sadly, the stipulation meant nothing not long afterward, as Triple H and Stephanie regained power during a Seth Rollins-John Cena dispute. Since last year's event was a success borrowing from the past, WWE could take from Survivor Series 1998 and do a tournament for the presumably vacant WWE Championship. With a problem between Rollins, Kane, and The Authority, a non-finish at Hell in a Cell could lead to a vacancy, setting up the tournament where Seth Rollins would assume he win his title back. At the same time, numerous men on the roster will get to come off as important and throw their hat in to challenge for the title. In the tournament, many storylines can branch off, as well as setting up a huge angle at the finish, where Seth Rollins could stroll into the finals and then shockingly get screwed by The Authority, creating a double turn with this man. Number 2. Rollins Reigns double turn. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins could execute a double turn, like The Rock and Mankind did back at Survivor Series 1998, which would give Roman the championship as a heel. WWE is quite fond of Reigns, so it could be just like The Rock when Vince said, and I quote, "He always been my champion." Substitute Triple H for Vince, and there you go. The problem in The Authority will finally create a sympathetic Seth Rollins, but WWE would have to book him like an ace in the tournament, with all clean wins until his eventual screwjob loss to Reigns in the final. Not only would this generate excitement in WWE, it gives a reboot to The Authority and Rollins and Reigns his first world title. Though position boos wouldn't look quite so out of place then, would they? From there, we get a main event program which could run through Fastlane, which at that point Cena would be returning to a WWE which had been flipped from what he remembered it as. Although a run as a face would be more impactful. Reigns could learn what is expected as a champion no matter what role he is in. With Cena gone, this is a perfect chance to start establishing new champions. And number 1, clear Daniel Bryan. With a recent Daniel Bryan interview saying he's going for a third opinion on his concussion issue, the door is wide open for his return, and he could go straight to the top upon his arrival. It wouldn't be the first time Bryan carried WWE in Cena absent. The timing of this third appointment is all too coincidental. Has Cena not been hidden away for some time? Who knows if WWE even gets the ball rolling on trying to bring back Bryan? But as long as there is effort being made to get him back in the fold, that's all we can ask for. Bryan had been cleared for months by his own personal doctor, and seemed pretty irritated by how WWE medical staff won't let him return to the ring. Not only would Daniel Bryan return heat up WWE by giving them a truly over babyface that would elevate any heels he faced, fans will follow Bryan wherever he goes. With SmackDown relaunching on the USA Network in January, this is the perfect chance to use him there and bring him to Raw for certain big angles. Bryan's injury since WrestleMania 30 has been unfortunate, but some would say WWE is being too overprotective with him. With John Cena not available, perhaps this is the time to get Daniel Bryan rolling again. Well, that is, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.